Ma'am, you did mention na marami po kayong alam, and of course, we want to give you your chance to uh, to tell us about these things that a lot of people are guessing about. I'll give you some examples. Of course, you're familiar with the cases that have already been promulgated about the Marcoses, but there's still people who would say that the Marcos resources came from the Yamashita gold. There are those who say that they come from the Taliano
The
clan.
what?
Taliano.
Ano yun?
Well,
Bago yun.
that's one of the. No,
Ang
it's not.
dahil-dahil nga
It's
nito
all
eh.
over social media. It's been all
Yeah.
over social media for the past 7 years. It's one of the more popular theories to explain what appears to be the amount of resources that the Marcos family has, which is also largely been a matter of conjecture as to where it came from. So we'd like to give you the chance.
No, I'm not here to be an apologist for my family. I'm
Oh,
here
no,
to
no.
be a candidate for the Senate.
Yes, ma'am, we understand.
All I'm saying is that there's no big mystery, and all these urban legends are lots of fun. And we deal with them as we do. Pero ang totoo, yung tatay ko, sikat na abogado bago pa siya tumakbo. Nasa top 10 na yata siya taxpayer eh. Kasi siya yung nagdedepensa sa iba't ibang mga multinational. Magaling yun eh. Kaya't marami siyang kliyente, mga big time na korporasyon. Talagang malaking taxpayer na siya mulat sa pool. Hindi naman kami naghirap kung tutuusin na yung ganong klaseng hirap. Naghirap kami pagkatapos ng EDSA, pagdurusa talaga. Ibang lobby. Lobbies yun. Yung,
Yes, ma'am.
yung aalis ka ng bansa, wala kang kakilala.
Of
Yun,
course.
yun ang hirap.
Yes, ma'am. Well, I wonder about that kasi the Supreme Court ruling in 2003 said that the asset declaration of your parents in 1965 was 120,000 pesos based on their submissions to the BIR. And
I'm not really clear anymore. There are lots of cases still pending on court. It's best that the lawyers talk about them. All I know is that very early on, even before he ran for president, my father was an immensely successful lawyer. And he also had invested in many, many things that turned out to be extremely profitable because he had so much foresight, such as telecommunications, mining, and so on. So there was a great deal well, demonizing, I'm afraid, that everything had to have been stolen.
which is why we're asking you right now, just to clear the air. For example, the
That's why
Yamashita
I'm
gold.
answering.
The
Yeah, I think
Yamashita
it's
gold,
fun to think of all the
it's,
gold, and it continues to be urban legend. And people are always tantalized
So
by
it's
the
not true. The
possibility.
Yamashita gold you're saying is not
I
true.
don't know. I've
I mean,
never
your
seen any
father
gold.
did
I've
not,
heard about it being talked about constantly. Pero wala naman nakikita. Wala naman kami napapakinabangan. Wala naman nabenta. Ewan ko ba, pinag-uusapan. We've always been a hard-working family, and it's never been...
Yes, I don't think anybody can take that
It's
away from
never
your family.
been a question of immense wealth.
But the president last year said that he is in touch
Oh,
with
yes.
the Marcoses for the Marcos family to turn over portions of the gold. That left us in a quandary as to how to translate that.
No, I think it wasn't specifically about gold or anything like that. I think there was a general agreement because we supported President Duterte when he ran, and we were completely committed to helping his administration. We trust immensely in his good intentions and his ability to push forward a change agenda. And as a result, sabi nga ng nanay ko, kung makikipag-usap tayo, kung may maitutulong pa tayo dyan sa mga issue na yan, ba't hindi? So, yun ang pinag-usapan.
If I may, I'd like to ask one more question. This is the same question basically that I asked your brother in 2016. Well, of course, we heard you already a while
So
ago.
he didn't
talk about-
answer?
Well, I'll wait for your answer first.
Or makulit ka lang talaga?
That one too. Well, basically it's this. In 2003, the Supreme Court ruled on the Swiss bank accounts, and the accounts were recovered. Basically, we were talking about originally $300 million, which your family fought for control of for more than a decade versus the Philippine government. And in the end, the government won. So in effect, in fighting for control of those 300 million that later became 600 million, your family was saying that the money belonged to you. My question would have to do with where did the money come from? That's a huge amount of money, $300 million in 1986.
Yes.
Did your father earn all that money while he was a lawyer?
I think you're asking the same question over and over again, and I think I've answered. I think it's your right to have any opinion and surmise and conjecture and so on. I'll leave the evidence to the lawyers, but in the meantime, I think the cases are still ongoing, and it's best
Yes,
to
ma'am.
leave
But
them
in this
as they're
particular
sub
case,
judice.
it's not ongoing anymore. It was
I think
ruled with
the-
finality in 2003
That's right, but there are still continuing cases corollary to that.
for other
Very
accounts.
similar, very similar.
Yes, ma'am.
So it's probably better to ask the lawyers. I'm so not updated. I'm busy campaigning.
Okay. Generally, that's the same answer that Bongbong gave. But thank you very much.
Okay.
It's the right answer because you're not supposed to answer, right? The lawyer's like, really scold you.